Yo. Welcome to the Bushido gang. What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, bringing you my live reaction to set two of Mess versus Fakes for the ADV Global Championship. So, apparently the game just started. It just started. I'm pretty sure I'm behind turns actually, cause. Okay, so Mess got a crit there. Hold on, let me put some music real quick. I already recorded set one. I've recorded set one already, and yeah, so I recorded set one. Set one should be up today, or should be up on Monday, for you guys. Set two, I'm gonna try and get that up on Monday as well. But yeah, I just got into watching this, so I'm so glad I finally caught this game live, cause this is gonna be interesting. This is a much better first game than the one in set one. So this will be really cool to see how Mess will play around this. He is down by 2 mons, and Pert's getting weakened, but he's Salic Pert. So I think Salic Pert might be the way. Goes for the Endeavor and does a shit ton of damage to that Blissey. So Blissey will die to Pump right now. Or should die to Pump. Maybe. Actually, no, that's not gonna die to Pump. No way. He'd have to go for Ice Beam first if he wants. No, goes Gengar instead. Okay, so he goes Gengar there on the soft boil. Blissey's gonna be back to full. This is looking pretty rough, actually. Looking pretty rough for Mess. But Fakes is in a pretty good spot right now. So there's that. Oh yeah, just some context. Again, Mess won set one already. While Fakes has to win set two. If he wins set two, then there can be a best. Then there can be another game, or another set of games. Apparently, since that's the way that this is going. So Gengar's gonna stay in here on the toss. What will Mess do next? He could boom, but that's kind of crazy when there's Tar there. He doesn't have to do that. He could probably make a double back into Pert if he wants to. Which he goes for Wisp instead. So he goes for the Wisp there. He can still make the Pert play if he wants. Goes for Thunderbolt instead in case he suits. Which Tar is not doing anything since it slept. Looks like he got slept by the Smeargle actually. Thunderbolt coming down again. Okay. I guess maybe he's really trying to catch Zapdos, which makes sense. But I guess he's just going to go for it and just let this go. So he goes for Suit. Fakes goes for the Suit, I mean. Now he could just burn this if he wants to, but Crunch will probably knock this out. So he goes for Thunderbolt instead. Goes for Crunch, and there goes the Gengar. So Gengar's going to die there. In comes Pert. And now Pert can get off a free sub. Or just knock this out with Pump, which is a better play in overall. Doug can come in and trap this if he wants to. I think Doug can actually kill this. It should actually drop this. So if he does that, then yeah. So there goes Pert. So Pert's dead. Now whatever the last one is, maybe it's not Arrow, or it could be Arrow. It could be. If it is Arrow, then I think Arrow might have a shot. But it's also Pert. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Mess is gonna get this one. I think he might lose game one. This one's tough. Okay, so Tarzan. Goes Zapdos. That is really interesting. Why did he do that? What if this wakes up and he DDs? Well, even if it DDs, I think Doug is still faster anyway. So, and there's a crit too. So there's that. And, it's Rachi last. Is it like bulky Rachi? Oh, it's just Calm Mind Rachi. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over still. Goes Pert there. So what is this? Is this Psychic? Or is it HP Grass? If it's HP Grass, I mean, that's still good too. I'll probably scout for it. No, it goes for Sub. Okay. Goes for the Sub there. So Calm Mind Sub. What does that mean? I guess he's not... He has HP Grass. So is it HP Grass and... well, it's over now. Again, Doug just Dougs this, and that's GG. So... Unfortunately, our boy Mess loses game one, but it's okay. There's still 2 more games that we have to go over. So let's just see how game 2 goes. I definitely think game 2 will be a lot better than game 1, though. I can definitely say that. But yeah. This one's tough. I'm kind of in both, like, I'm kind of in the ADV OU chat right now, or community Discord, just kind of like looking at people's reactions to it. I was seeing a couple reactions from like Megan, and I think even from Dice too. I'm just gonna say something too, cause man, this game was tough. This game was tough for him. I want to see how the first turns went actually. Let me go back to turn 1. So he led meta. Okay, so he led meta as his lead. Goes for the boom turn 1 and just knocks out Fori. I think that's fair. That's very fair. But at the same time, I think that's really crazy. I think that's hella crazy. But he's able to knock out Fori, which is good. So Mess takes the turn 1 trade. In comes Tar. So Tar comes in. Pert can go for a sub here. Or just Pump again, which he does. And Pump does a shit ton to Zapdos. So Zapdos is just taking a ton of damage there. So overall, this is a really good turn 1 for Mess. A really good couple turns for Mess, though. Being able to get Pump damage. Or being able to boom on the... to boom Fori. And chip Zapdos by a ton. That's very, very good as a lead. Or very, very good for the lead. And we do know that the Tar is suit. So Gar can't stand here on the Tar switch. So he's going to have to make the double. And I guess switch back into Pert if he wants. So let's see. No, he goes for the Tech instead. So that's crazy. And he goes for Ice Punch as well. So Fake's making the read in case, he wanted to make that double. Because then he would have got the momentum there. Goes Smeargle here. As Tar comes in. So now Smeargle can go for a Spore. So in case you don't know what Smeargle does, Smeargle has this very unique trait of being able to Spore things and also spike down as well. So basically Mess can get kind of get momentum like going here. Because he gets a free Spore and he gets to spike down on the switch in. So he will Spore the Tar and Tar is not going to be like a Lum Tar or anything. So spikes are free. He gets at least one spike down. As Doug will come in and trap it. So a good play from Fakes to actually trap it and knock out Smeargle. So Smeargle is dead. He won't be able to get another spike down, but at least he'll be able to bring in Pert and put some pressure on him. In comes Blissey, as Pert will go for the Ice Beam, doing some chip to it, but not a whole lot. Mess can go for sub here or just go Tar, which he does. Goes for Sing. So Fakes is just showing that Sing Bliss from the last game, cause from the last set, cause in set 1. He brought a Blissey as well that ran Sing. It was actually Sing, Toss, and Ice Beam. So pretty much, if you've ever played RBY, it's kind of similar to one of the standard sets of Chansey where it's like Sing, Toss, and Ice Beam, kind of similar to that kind of set here. But just kind of being the same way in ADV. So with the Sing coming down, Tar's pretty much useless because now that means that Fakes can take advantage of the Tar with his own Doug, or even with the Pert, which is in the back, or even the Zapdos. So this is not looking good for Mess with the Tar getting slept, but now this is looking very good for him since he can afford to one. Well, actually, Mess has to waste a turn, but now Pert's in here, has to bring in his own Pert, as Mess's Pert will dodge the opposing Pert. So, Fakes is going to go for the Protect, as Pert will go for Pump. Pert going to waste 2 pumps there. Going to go for a sub here, as Fakes' Pert will go for Pump. So, Pump again. Blissey back in here. Goes for Pump there on the next turn and gets a crit. So, that's a very, very big crit. What Mess can do now is go for a sub, as he chooses to go for a sub here, in case he went for Soft Boil, which Fakes will go for Soft Boil there to keep Blissey healthy. Goes for the Endeavor there. Endeavor doing a lot. To the Blissey keeping it low. He can just go for the Recover there, get the Wish off, and goes for Gengar here on the double, or on the switch, as Mess brings in Gengar on the Blissey, which Blissey will be able to recover back to full. And now what Mess can do is kind of force a boom. If he goes for a boom, he can potentially knock out this, but as you guys already saw, he does go and Face does make the does go for Thunderbolt anyway. In case, I guess maybe that was in case Mess wanted to make a double back into predicting the Tar, which was fair, which was very fair. Yeah, that unfortunately that's not the case here though. So he is gonna go for the Tar now, as Mess is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. So he goes for the Wisp in case I guess Zapdos came in, or in case Pert came in, but unfortunately that's not the case. Gonna just commit to Thunderbolting here since Mess is gonna accept that that Gar's just gonna drop here. So he will commit to Thunderbolting, which honestly I didn't expect him to do. I thought maybe he'd want to go back into Pert instead, but he's gonna just commit to letting Gar go and just gonna go for Thunderbolt on the suit. So Now, pretty much he'll let this go and just Thunderbolt again. Putting the tar into in the pert range. Or again, trying to wake up with tar, with his own tar. But yeah, he will just go for the pump here, let the tar go. And tar will drop. And that's that. Goes for Doug, and Doug will be able to reverse trap him. Or be able to trap him and knock him out. And all he has left is a Slep Tar and that Rachi, which Rachi doesn't do anything. And Rachi can't really break through Blissey. Unless he gets like Spadef drops and everything. But at that point, again, he just traps it with Doug, and that's going to be GG. So yeah, we can just skip turns here, because again, Tar's not going to wake up. And because of the crit too. Again, Thunderbolt doing way too much damage. Going to try and Calm Mind up again. But again, Zapdos is faster, potentially paralyze it too. Goes Pert there, as Rachi's going to go for a Calm Mind again. And I'm pretty sure, you know, when he went for the sub, he was hoping that maybe he wasn't like EQ or something. But but yeah, Mess is going to fall to the EQ Pert. After, well, actually no, it's not going to fall to the EQ from Pert, but it will HP Grass it, so HP Grass will knock out Pert, and then Doug just traps it, and that's GG. So that's going to be game 1. Again, tough game, very tough game for Mess. The Sing really hurt him, again, similar to game 1, from set 1. I do think if he subbed at any point with Pert, he might have gotten away with it, maybe, since he was Salic Pert. But I guess he was kind of afraid of the Blissey still. And I guess if Pert did go down, no, it's more like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's more like, oh, well, there's game 2, but it's more like he had to hope maybe that maybe he choked with Blissey somehow. Maybe that's what he was going off of. But yeah, I think Pert had a way around this, though. I definitely do. But still a very close game, or it could have been a closer game. Had he maybe got a sub down. Technically, he could have subbed on the Tar while it was still asleep. He could have done that. But I guess that was just kind of difficult to do. But no, I think he could have done it. I actually think he could have. But, like, I don't think he had to commit to Thunderbolting on Gar. Or Thunderbolting with Gar on Tar. But still, that was tough. That was very tough. Now we have game 2. So I'm excited for game 2. And oh my god. Game 2 looking different. Okay. So we see Flamethrower from Cam. Camel is very, very cool. I like that. So Fakes is running some heat this time. So we see Starmie switch on the Flame. Starmie going to take the Flame very well, as this Starmie is going to put some offensive pressure on the rest of his team. With Pump, if it's offensive, or just Surf, which, you know, will still do good damage anyway. If it's defensive Starmie, he could T-Wave it, or he could T-Wave whatever he wants. But if it's offensive, then, you know, like, Pump will still go a long way against Fake's team. I think Mess is going to be running a more offensive kind of team here. He's got the he's got the Toxic Roar Zap though. So the Toxic Roar Zap is going to be here. Zap will come in on the Suicune play actually, and then double back. Oh wait, hold on, what? Okay, that was weird. It kind of like made a weird double. Okay, so Zapdos is going to rest here. So Zapdos will get the full rest here, keeping this healthy enough. So this is tough, right? This is tough for game 2. Mess could go back into Starmie, but again, yeah, there's that, and also the potential Boom. Like, if Fakes goes for Boom on the Starmie switch, then this is gonna be very rough for him. Goes for Dull there instead, as Rachi comes in predicting Starmie most likely. So in comes Skarmory, as Mess will make the Zap double, and Zap is gonna waste another turn, and now Spikes are down. So Skarmory will make the double here, or make the switch in, and then Fakes makes the switch back into Camel. So Camel's gonna come in here. He can elect to go back into Starmie to try and spin. This is spin Starmie, which I don't think it is. I think it's definitely like offensive with recover. So probably Pump, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and then recover. While Dull's the spinner here. That could be the case. Now if he's double spin though, that could be very cool. But let's see. Goes for Tech. Alright. So we see a Tech there. Zapdos will come in on the taunt. Alright. So Zapdos will wake up now. But it doesn't want to appreciate, you know, a Thunderbolt or anything. Or I mean, wait, Thunderbolt will come out, but Camel will eat the hit. Goes into Blissey here on the Flamethrower. As Fakes was gonna make the double, or Fakes is gonna make the switch into Rachi. While Blissey's in here, Jabba the Blissey's in here. Suicune comes in on the switch as Blissey will go for the wish there. So he's gonna be able to wish here. Now Blissey could go for a toss if he wants. Now Mess can elect to go for the toss with Blissey if he wants to. But then they'll invite in a free Gengar with Taunt. I don't think he wants that. So instead, Fakes is gonna commit to Calm Mind, which is very, very big because this means that Surf will do a lot of damage. So he goes for the Roar to phase it out. Gengar's in here, which isn't the best bond to see, but he will tech to see if he goes for Thunderbolt, which he's gonna go for Taunt instead. So goes for the Taunt there. He can go back into Blissey if he wants to, or even go back into Zapdos. But I think it's kind of dangerous to go for well, actually no, it's fine for him to stay in here, I think, or to go back into Blissey, because all he can do is just do that. So he is running the same kind of Gengar set from previous games with the Taunt plus Thunderbolt. So with that set being in mind, he will be able to get some momentum. Goes for the switch into Suicune, back into double, or gonna double into Scarm on the Camel. So Fakes is just really trying to catch Mess every turn. Gonna double back into Scarm on the Protect. This game is going by very, very fast. Oh my word. They protect, so Mess makes the Protect play here. Get recovery back. Gengar's gonna try and burn it. Mess can go back into Blissey, which he will choose to do. As Fakes will go for the burn again. And now all that Mess can do is really go for Ice Beam again to keep this low. As Suicune will make the double here, or make the switch here, or make the play here, and then the freeze comes down on Suicune, which is huge, very, very big. Now what Mess can do is recover here, and he can also make a switch, or he could just stay in here and just toss the whole way through. But now he's gonna make the switch, go back into Skarmory and try and get a spike, as Suicune is gonna just Calm Mind up in his face. We could just roar here again to force him out. As he will do it, so he will force us out. Actually, no, he's going to choose to go for a spike instead. Okay. So he will spike here. Zapdos comes in, goes for the Calm Mind again. So if this Surf does way too much damage, he's going to force it out, though. Claydol comes in, which is not good at all. But if he has a Spin Blocker, he could go into it. But if not, then he goes for Toxic instead. Okay. So he goes for the Toxic there. Blissey will come in again on Rachi, as Rachi's going to go for the Body Slam. So Body Slam doing some damage. Gets a full pair there as well. So Mess needs to keep this Blissey alive, because, you know, doesn't want to lose to the Suicune. Wishes up. Going to be able to wish up. And bringing in the Zapdos here. So Zapdos will be back to full. He can force out the Suicune again by roaring. Since Surf, that plus you only did like 52%, he can force this out. As he's going to force out with the Roar, getting more chip on everything. Gengar comes in, which is the best one to see. Rachi's back, as Zapdos will elect to go for Thunderbolt, which will do some chip to Rachi. Rachi is very bulky, so it will take the hit very well. Body Slam again. Rachi going for the Para again, and it does get it one more time. He's going to try and recover here, but Face can also try to go for, you know, Dull and try and spin. But he's not going to do that yet. Wish is coming back again, so he's going to try and wish up the Camel probably. Or I guess wish this up as well, so he probably could do that. But he's going to Body Slam, try and get a Para. He does get it again, and gets the wish though. So he's able to wish back the Rachi, or wish back the Starmie, which is good. He's going to make the switch into Blissey in case Gengar comes in. But no, Fix is going to just choose to go for HP. Don't know what that HP is. Maybe HP Grass, or maybe HP. He went for HP on the Starmie, so maybe it's like HP Bug. Maybe. Toss is coming down though. So we see Toss again. Pretty much kind of a stalemate now with Wish Bliss plus Rachi. Not really a whole lot going on at the moment, but he's gonna try and wish up, bring back Starmie. Gonna go for Body Slam again from Fakes, so Fakes is gonna do that again. And now Starmie will be able to spin if he does have it, or get damage on Rachi. Goes for Ice Beam in case he wanted to make a double into Gar maybe, or into Dawn potential T-Wave. So I guess that's fair. Gonna switch out, gonna go back into Skarmory, as now he can pretty much tell that this Rachi doesn't have anything to really hit Skarmory, so he's pretty much free to get spikes down if he wants to. So he goes for Fire Punch, so there's the Fire Punch there. So now he's just So he pretty much went to scout for it to see if he did have it, and he did have it. So in comes Blissey to take the fire punch there. So this is really good. This is very good. I don't know if you noticed, but his Rachi is running low on body slams. He's gonna make a double back into Skarmory. As Fakes his Skarmory's gonna go for the taunt on the doll, but Skarmory's gonna come in and get another spike down. As another spike's gonna come down, so 2 spikes are on both sides of the field. 3 spikes, full spikes are down on both sides. So now it's gonna be phasing time. So phasing time, but doll comes in, which is the worst thing that that could come out for Mess. Because now what Face can do is that he can be very annoying with Gengar now. Because Gengar is the spin blocker. In comes Camel, I mean, on the spikes. So spikes are going to come down again. He could just go for Protect to get more recovery back. In comes Camel on the Flame. So Doll's going to come in and take Flame. But Doll is faster and can't spin. But he's going to go into Meta to reveal the last one as Gar comes in. So Gar will come in. He's going to go into Skarmory here as Meta goes for the... Wow, I can't talk. Goes for the tech to scout. Goes for the whirlwind there. So now Meta is kind of back to full, but not really. Goes for the mash. Mash does some damage, but not a whole lot. Can whirlwind now. And Zapdos is in, which is the worst thing that could happen for Fakes. Skarmory to come in, and now he can get another spike down. So he will get 2 spikes down. As he'll be able to force him out. As Fakes will force him out again. Blissey taking damage, which is not what he wants. Definitely doesn't want that. He's gonna try and whirlwind, or gonna try and get recovery back. As Fakes goes for the Toxic. Now he can go for Toxic again. But now Mess can just toss this down and get more recovery down. But it doesn't really matter ultimately, since Fakes can still get recovery with Rachi and bring back Skarmory. Goes for the tech again. And now Mess is able to get all of his spikes down. So this is still very, very good. He can still tech here to get more chip on the doll. But instead he's going to do this. And he's going to choose to go for the spin here. So if he goes for, he could either spin here or Psychic on the Gengar. He does go for spin though as Suicune comes in, which makes sense. So he's gonna be able to spin there, remove the spikes. Now he can make the double back into Zapdos, as he does make the double back into Zapdos here. But now what could happen is that he could go for a Thunderbolt, as he does choose to go for Thunderbolt there. He could go for a phasing or go Starmie, which he does. Goes for Starmie there to catch Camel, which is very, very good for Mess. Now Fakes is kind of behind now because Fakes can get pressured by Starmie pretty easily for this Thunderbolt, which he is going to show Pump. So this is definitely an offensive Starmie. Definitely offensive. He can go for Thunderbolt here as he does go for it, get some damage on the Rachi. So this Starmie is a threat. This Starmie is a big-ass threat. The Ice Beam comes down. Trying to get a freeze. Doesn't get a freeze. Body Slam going to come down. Starmie able to kind of take it and also waste another Body Slam, which is good. Going to waste another one by going Blissey there, but gets parried on the crit para. So that's very, very huge. Skarmory back in, goes for recovery again, and Mess is trying to get that spike down one more time. That way it can still pressure the Rachi, still pressure the Suicune, and everything else. So you will try to get that spike down, gets another spike down, so they're going to try and spike again. So it's just the full-on spike pressure one more time. Gengar comes in now on the 3rd layer, and now Gengar can put some pressure on Blissey or even on the Zapdos, as Face goes for the burn, goes for burn again, and now Zapdos can go for a Thunderbolt, doing a ton of damage to the Gengar. And now this is where things can kind of dice. He could boom here if he wants, but he's going to choose to go into Claydol here, as Mess is going to go for the meta play. Meta is good because Meta can potentially boom this, and also he's faster too. So he goes Skarmory here, goes for the mash there on the Skarm play, and gets a +1, which is very, very big. With that +1, he could potentially boom this if he wants, but he's going to go for the mash again to get more chip. So more chip coming down, Whirlwind going to be phasing. Starmie's in here. Starmie's very good now. Again, 3 layers are down. Starmie pressures everything here. But Fakes is going to get the Taunting, which is very, very big. Taunting coming down. Going to switch and go into Zapdos here, as Fakes is going to go for the Protect there. Zapdos can rest up here if he wants to, but I don't think he really wants to do that because that'll bring in the Claydol, and I think he wants to force Claydol in, but he's not going to be able to do it, as Fakes is going to read that and go for the Protect. So he techs there, goes for Thunderbolt now. Thunderbolt doing some damage to the Starmie, or to the Skarmory, I mean. So Fakes is going to let Skarmory take all that damage, which is quite a lot. He could tech here. But Rachi is going to come in here on the potential Thunderbolt or Pump, and Pump doing 37%, which is huge. Very, very big. He can Pump here again if he wants. Which is not bad at all, because if he does that, that'll put Suicune into Thunderbolt range, I'm assuming. Which if he does it here, that'll be really good. He does go for the Pump there, doing 18%. So that's still decent damage. He can recover here if he wants. But he's going to just hard switch and go Skarmory instead, as Claydol comes in, which is still very, very which is still not that great for Mess because of spinning. But it'll pretty much be the same situation again. He goes for spike there on the spin, so he knows that the I guess maybe he was making a prediction or something, but he knew that spike was coming down again. He goes for spike again, so now spikes are back. But now what Mess is trying to do is that he wants to try and put the situation again, or try to put Fakes into the position again where he can bring Starmie in and still put pressure one more time. So this is still very, very close. Like, these guys, this is a much better game. This is a much better game too than the previous one. Much, much better. Pair gonna come down though. Rachi's back to full, and but still, the one thing that Fakes is not really appreciating right now is that his body slams are getting worn down very, very quickly. He's only got 11 left, which means he won't be really doing a whole lot to Blissey soon, especially if he keeps wasting them. So he's gonna try and bring in Skarmory now to get it back to full. Goes for the toss. Toss is not gonna kill it, but Skarmory is pretty much back to over half, which is amazing. So goes back into Rachi here on the toss. So toss coming down again. Bringing Rachi down a little bit more, but not by a whole lot, because again, Wish will still bring it back. You can go Doll here, as Doll will come in and try and spin. So he's gonna try and spin here, and he will do it on the Suicune switch, since Suicune can come in pretty freely. But instead, Fakes chooses to go for HP Grass, get some damage on it, but not a whole lot. So now he can go for go Starmie. So he does go Starmie there. And now what Mess can do is recover here on the Protect, or just Thunderbolt, which he chooses the Thunderbolt instead. So he can still do it again, as he will do it again, or just recover here. Nope, he's going to keep Thunderbolting. Okay. So Mess is going to choose to go for damage over recovery, which is fair. Going to go Blissey here. Blissey going to come in on the Wish again from Rachi. So this Rachi is really putting in overtime. Gonna body slam there on the Doll switch. So he does make that play. Apparently that was a good play on Fake's part. Blissey gonna come back in. Wish gonna come out, or yeah, Wish gonna come in on the following turn. And now Spikes are gonna come back up, and it's gonna be full on spiking soon. Psychic gonna come down. Gonna whirlwind it. Zapdos back. Still not the best play, or still not in the best spot. Doll back in. So Doll going to take Poison again, taking that Poison chip. Doll can still spin here, as he is going to choose to spin, but he gets fully paired, which is really huge. But he can still like spin here if he can get it off, but he's not going to get it off as Suicune comes in instead. So he made the play to Psychic in case Gar came in on the spin, which makes sense. He's going to go into Skarmory here on the Suicune double. We're on the Suicune switch and Skarm. Gonna spike there again. And now we're back to full-on Hatter stacking. It's amazing that's been 120 turns, but nothing has died yet. Honestly. So spikes are down again. This game is insane. Blissey's back as Taunt comes down, which means that Fakes is gonna get all the momentum again, and he can bring back Rachi to wish up one more time. Gonna Ice Beam here to get some chip on the Rachi. Rachi not gonna get frozen. Doll is back on the Wish again. He's going to try and spin one more time, trying to get that momentum back. And HP Grass there, as he's going to avoid the spin. And that's that. Not going to get the spin off. He's going to try and do it again. If he can do it here, he's going to Earthquake instead. He's going to choose to Earthquake to get more damage on Rachi, which is fair. Now Rachi can Wish up again, or again even choose to HP Grass. But I'm pretty sure he's going to try and Wish again, because seeing as how much Earthquake did very little, I'm really going to appreciate that. Now, the pair here from Body Slam is actually kind of in Mess's favor, because he doesn't have to worry about getting burned by potential Fire Punches from Rachi, or even potentially like Flamethrower or Toxic from a camera up switch. So this is actually much better for him that he's paralyzed. So this is actually very good. So Mess does not mind this at all. But yeah, this is a very close game. It's very close. It's only set 2, man. It's only set 2, and this game is just so close. So Suicune's in here, gonna go Zapdos. So Mess is gonna make the offensive play to go Zapdos. Now what Zapdos can do is Thunderbolt here for free. or even phase if he wants. So let's see what is he gonna do. He's gonna go for the rest there to keep this healthy still. So he's gonna choose to keep this healthy, keeping this at full. Now now this can still spin here, but again, Dull's gonna be taking 12%. But yeah, this game is so long without spikes, or without sand or spikes. But yeah, Flamethrower gonna come down, gonna get some chip on it. Zapdos gonna wake up and phase this out. And now Speakun's back, which means that he can still get momentum, or even phase again. So he's gonna go Skarmory here, as Camel's gonna come in on the Skarms. That was a really good play from Fakes. Gonna protect here to get some recovery, or to get some more Tauncy chip on the Camel. So Camel gonna get down to 57%. So both Dull and Camel are at 57. Flamethrower gonna come down on the Zapdos switch. So cool. 18% down, rest there, and I guess he boomed here. Yep. Damn. That's big. That's very big. Fakes made the call and was able to knock out Zapdos. That's very big. Now Mess is gonna be losing a lot of offensive pressure now with Zapdos being gone. Now this game's gonna be even longer. This game might end up going to 200 turns. By this time, I'm gonna come down there. Only 9 of those left. He's gonna wish there. Try and bring Dull back. I think Dull is gonna be his way of really like getting momentum now. Gonna Ice Beam again. Gonna wish up again. Actually, I guess going Dull would have been a bad play because I would have allowed him to set up there again. He would have been back in the. He would have been back in a pretty rough position. Gonna go for the Calm Mind there, and he's gonna try and phase him again. So gonna surf there. Surf doing 46%. Gonna phase him out. Gar's in here, which is the worst thing that Mess could have because this has Thunderbolt most likely. So he has to tech here to again get some recovery back. He's gonna show the taunt again. So he can still make the Blissey play, which he probably will do. Gonna go for taunt instead, and he is gonna show Roar. So this Skarmory cannot touch the other Skarmory or really anything else. So Dull's back, which is not the play he wanted. I guess he was predicting Skarm to come back in, or maybe predicting Rachi. But this was just not the case. So Speakun's back, and Speakun is pretty much free to just Calm Mind up. So as the music says, finish him. So Fakes might actually finish this. This is not looking good. This is really not looking good. That boom was very huge. Because now, again, Mess can't get the pressure he wants anymore. Just can't do it now. This is looking very tough. I don't know if Mess can do it, man. I don't. But Fakes is in the commanding position now. This is a much better position than he was in game 2. So, this is going to be an interesting endgame. This is going to be a very interesting endgame. Gar going to come in here on the spin, so he spin blocked in there. Wow. Amazing. But all Gar can really do is just boom, since he has Thunderbolt. So, unless he booms right now, to be honest, he can boom right now, because if he does it, then Blissey dies. So this is actually really bad. This is really bad for Mess. This is really bad. But he's going to go Speakun there on Blissey. So, okay. So Blissey's back. He can still wish here. But, again, this thing just kind of Calm Minds up. And really just kind of hammers on Blissey. So, going to wish there. He really wants to bring Skarmory back. That's really what he wants. He is going to try and do it here. Going to Calm Mind up again. So, Skarm's back to full. He can force this out one more time. So, he will force this out. Surf doing 28%. Going to force it out again. Gengar's back, which is not what he wants. So this is still really tough, man. Really tough. He's going to phase it. He's going to protect again. Going to go for taunt again. Going to bring Blissey back one more time because he really needs that wish back. So he's going to do it here. Going to go for taunt there, and he can't do it now. So now Speakin gets to set up one more time. And he will do it again. Going to go for Ice Beam. He really wants that freeze again. He did get it again. So Mess gets to freeze one more time. So he's hitting Bless at the moment. He's going to be able to wish up here, bring back Skarmory, or even go back into Dull. He really needs to bring Dull back to spin. So he's going to do it here. Going to be able to wish up again. He's going to get the wish back, and he's going to try and spin right now. If he gets the spin here, he's still in a good spot. He does get the spin. So Spikes are gone, which is still really big. He still has a way to bring back Starmie. So he will try and do it here. Back into Skarm. Back into Starmie. So we're back to square one, kind of. Going to protect here to waste a Thunderbolt play. He's just going to waste a Thunderbolt there. He's really running low on pumps. Thunderbolt going to come down again. Thunderbolt doing some chip to Rachi. He really needs a para. Like, if Mess can get a para, I think he might be in a much better spot than before. But that's gonna be really tough to get that. Like really tough. But let's see how he'll play around it. Skarm's gonna come back in though. So he could make the switch, but he can't make the switch. He has to wish, or he already wished, or he probably will wish here. But again, that brings back Skarmory. That also brings back potentially Dull. So it's tough, man. This is a really tough end game, man. He's gonna Ice Beam there, and Suicune's back to full. So he's gonna bring in Skarmory, trying to get that recovery back. He just get a little bit more recovery back, and he is gonna force out He is actually gonna get a spike down first. He's gonna get the spike down, and this is still frozen. This is still really good. He's gonna be able to bring in the Doll here, and what's really good about this is that he can still just keep spiking no matter what, because Skarmory just hard walls Doll no matter what. So even Boom won't kill. He can still get a spike down here. So he is gonna get the spike down still, and he can still force this out even if this does wake up. So he will get a Surf off. Surf doing 34%. He will force this out. Hopefully it's not Rachi, it's Skarm, which he kind of appreciates. So you will get a spike down. Spike gonna come down again, and he is gonna get another spike down as Doll comes in, or he's gonna phase. Nope, he's gonna go for the 3. He's gonna commit to all 3. So he will commit to all 3. He's gonna go for Tech here to get more taunting damage off. Gonna spin there, and he could just keep spiking still. He can just keep spiking. So he's gonna get the double protect. So there's a double protect there, and the Doll is just getting worn down. So he gets a triple. Is that a triple protect? Holy shit, yo! Oh my god, he went for the 4th one. Yo, holy fuck! Oh shit, he really did that. Oh my god, yo, are you kidding me? He got the triple protect. That's crazy. Yo, that just changed everything. Doll can come in here on Boom, so he does choose to let Boom come down. Suicune's back. He can still force this out. Or actually, he could actually force a Boom now. He can force a Boom now. Goes for the Surf there, lets Doll die, and now this game is looking like it's over now, because he could just proceed to Thunderbolt, or even pump down the Rachi switch. So let's see what he does. What will Mess do? Will he Thunderbolt? Again, 18% after 25% from spikes. That's around 40%. Thunderbolt doing a lot. You can Calm Mind up still. He's definitely Rest Calm Mind. Definitely Rest Calm Mind. Yeah, Thunderbolt still doing a lot. Gets the full para. Gets the para. Not full para though. Now what he can do is go into meta here. But if it's Sleep Talk, which it probably is, I don't know. This is still looking tough. He is Sleep Talk Calm Mind. Okay. Crokun, I mean. So he's gonna keep Thunderbolting. Try and keep this low. Gonna Calm Mind. Oh, this is looking. I don't know, man. I don't know. This one's looking rough. Maybe he's trying to go for a crit. I think he's going for a crit, or he's trying to go for a rest again, so you can put him in the Boom range. Let's see. Gonna rest there. Okay, so he's gonna rest there. Now, maybe he's not Boom then. I don't think he's Boom on meta. He's not Boom on meta. Damn. Yeah, he's not Boom on meta. Oh, that's tough. And Surf and that crit. That crit just ended it. Yeah, that's it. That's that. So, Fake's actually won set 2. Wow. He actually won set 2. That's crazy. Holy shit. Yo. I think that's it. He won. If he was Boom on meta, maybe he had a way around it, but yeah, that's that. He must be Protect Toxic or Protox on meta. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Game's over here. Meta dies. Actually, does it? It might live actually. It might live on 1. Let's see. Again, it doesn't matter since he's not Boom, but it's still good to know, or it's still good to check if he is. Let's see. Well, actually, no, if he is, he just switches into Rachi, or even goes Skarm. But I don't think he is. I don't, because if he was, he would have done it on the previous turns. So he's going for the double protect. He does get it. Okay. Now let's see. Is he boom? If he is... Let's see if he's boom or not. It is max HP, max defense. Suicune. But this meta might be defensive. And he gets a crit. Yeah, that's that. That's that. That's GG. Wow. That is that, man. That is the game. Wow. I can't talk. I can't talk here because I'm not modded. Oh well. But wow. I did not expect it to be like this. This was a game. This was a game. Holy shit. Almost a 200 turn game without sand. This is why sand's important in ADV, people. This is why sand is important. You can avoid stuff like this if you have sand up. But yeah, that's game. And this GG. What if you got like a giant ass crit there? Yeah, so Fakes wins set 2 of the of ADV Global championships. So that's that. He won. So now it's on to set 3. I will be back for set 3, but I hope you guys enjoyed my live reaction to, or I guess live commentary on this game. This was quite the game here. This was quite the game. I enjoyed this game a lot. Holy fuck, man. This was a good game. So, I really do. This meta had to be boom. There's no way it wasn't boom. Like, there's no way. Like, maybe tech. I don't know. Toxic tech. Does toxic tech even make sense? He already has toxic on Zapdos and toxic on the on Skarm. I don't know if toxic tech makes sense. He had to be boom. I need to see the calc real quick. He was +3. I'm pretty sure Meta lived it. Let's see. Metagross. Metalosi. Where's the? Let's go with Bulky or Bulky. Versus Suicune. Suicune at plus. It was +3, I think, wasn't it? +3. He lived it. And Boom would have done a ton to it. So I think Starmie was gonna win. Starmie had potential to win. Granted, it would have been very close, but he had potential to win. Cause let's see, he would have had to land Pump, which would have done 37%-ish. So he would have to land 2 pumps. No, he had it. He would have had it if he didn't get boomed on, or if he didn't get crit. Cause again, just judging by how much it does, defensive Suicune does 70 to 82%. So he would have lived it, and then he would have got the boom off. That's that. Damn. I'm saving this replay though. This was a very good replay. This was a very good game. Holy shit. Wow. Alright. So I have no idea when set 3 will be up. But when it's up, I'll be here and I'll be recording it. So oh, it already started. Holy shit. Alright, that's gonna be the end of this recording. I'll get into set 3. So that's that. Be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.